Okay, so there's a lot of working out with this question, so I've already written it all out and I'll just explain it just to make the video a little bit shorter. We were given the graph of an athlete running the race, and part A of the question said to work out an estimate for the acceleration at 3 seconds. So I went to 3, down here, went up to my graph, and I took my ruler and I drew a tangent here, like that, so that I was able to work out the rate of change of the speed at that point, hence the acceleration. I picked two coordinates that were easy for me to read off the graph. This coordinate here is the 1, 6. This coordinate here is 4, 11.9. And when I work out the rate of change of the y, so the change in the y coordinates divided by the change in the x coordinates, I got 1.96 reoccurring. So that was my acceleration at that point, and my answer to part A. Part B, the athlete ran the race in 10 seconds. The area gives the distance travelled in those 10 seconds, and I needed to show that it was a 100 metre race. So I needed to basically show the area underneath the graph was 100 metres. So I decided to split the area up into this triangle, this trapezium, and this rectangle on the end. And then I just worked out the area of each of those. So of the triangle 1, I did half base times height, so half 2 times 7, the height here is 7. For the trapezium, remember the formula of the trapezium is a half a plus b times h, where a and b are the parallel lengths. So a is this, which is 7, b is this here, which is 11. So half of 7 plus 11 times the height, which is 2. So that gave me 18. Did the same thing for the trapezium here, so half of 11 plus 12. And then the rectangle in the end here is 4 times 12, which is 48. If I add all of them together, I get 96, which is a little bit below 100 metres, but that's actually fine because this answer that I've written here is an underestimate. In reality, it's going to be a bit bigger than that, and I know that because look at the shapes that I've drawn. Each one of those shapes is just below the curve. So there is this little bit here, this little bit here, this little bit here that I haven't included in my answer. So my 96 was an underestimate. So yes, could it have been a 100 metre race? Yeah, it could have been. 96 is very close to 100, it's just below it. It's an underestimate, so yes, it could have been 100 metres.